Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome back to another episode on the Performium Duck SMP. And I have been busy with a whole bunch of different things. And one I wanted to show you before I get on with anything else is when I identify a relatively new player that intends to actually hang around and not just be a one-day visitor and then never show back up again, and maybe sometimes even those people. I have assembled a care package with some information, my logo as a map, an iron kit of tools and gear, an added bow, some seeds, some food, cobblestone bed, totems of undying signs, arrows, cactus, all kinds of stuff, and a shulker, so that I could just give people, here, have a care package. And I have 27 of them ready to go, enough to fill a chest. I have been trying to come up with an idea of things that are maybe a little tougher than default to get, things that you would like to have to start off with, some stuff that's better than the starter sets. And what I came up with was this general assembly of, oh, I don't need the sponges in there. This general assembly of items, and also that whole iron kit set, which, oh, that reminds me, kit. It has cooled down again. Actually, all of mine have cooled down. So that's interesting. Oh, speaking of kits, oh, you can see I'm Emerald rank now because I have been getting some gems from doing the mini game, the gem mini game from RGA's stream. I have just enough gems. Let's see here, gems to be two away from buying the next rank. I am Emerald rank. It costs 3,000 gems or $30 to get Obsidian rank from where I am. And so I have two more gems to get. Now, if I vote 5 times, and I can't do that until much later this evening, and then I also, after having played for 5 hours, after the rollover happens, I go to that person at hub. If I come over here and I punch this guy, these mine carts will fill back up and I'll be able to claim this reward. And if you play for at least 5 hours or 300 minutes, you get one more gem. So that's this spot right here. And then if you vote, you get one more gem. So tonight, rather, probably during the recording of this episode. Oh, that's the little thing above his head. Interesting. Um, they have a pet. Uh, Probably, or more likely, certainly, I will be able to get Obsidian rank, and I will probably try to get that on camera if I remember. But what I wanted to, oh, slash duck. What I wanted to do today is, uh, well, first off, I wanted to show that part, but next, I wanted to grab this guy here and go back to home of volcano to update this map and show what has been going on. Oh, it is nighttime. P time at noon. And just go ahead and P weather clear. I'm so glad my eye feels better because I want to go, let's see here. I've decided to leave this so I can remember which way it's, okay, so that's there, so I need to go this way. We have been busily working on draining the ocean over here, and I wanted to update the map to get a visual perspective on what all has happened. It may not seem like a lot when you look at the map, but you compare all of this work to the amount of volume in the middle area, and you'll see it's about, I don't know, a quarter-ish of what we've done. This is a lot of work. Uh, we are considering doing the trench method again because we have a general feel on how much work it takes to clear this much out. Uh, we are considering doing the trench thing, only instead of with stone walls, just do sand walls and take the obsolete wall down as we go, and then see if we can sponge one trench at a time and just deal with digging the trenches, because the collecting of the sand is much, much faster than the collecting of the stone, because all you have to do if you want sand is you come in and you pop a torch just as it starts falling, and you can just get all this sand and clear all that out. That's much faster than digging. It uses no durability resources, and it is much kinder on, oops, everything else. There's Cuddles helping with this whilst I am recording. She would say hi, but she's not in voice. But I wanted to get this map a little bit of an update so we could have a visual representation. Let's go back home. But this is a slow, long project, and it's not going to be an overnight thing. I just wanted you to see what all we've gotten done, and that really is a lot. It doesn't feel like much, but it is quite a lot. Another thing I wanted to do, obviously, the subscribe button here has been working because you guys have grown to 1,866. I am so happy. This is great. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Spin, 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 spin. So here is what I wanted to accomplish today. I have been doing a whole bunch of mega builds recently. The wave, the ink cap, the giant tree, and there's still some details left to do with some of those that I need to kind of plan out. But largely these are done. Oh, I need to get these shulkers out of here. Uh, so maybe I will include some more progress on at least this during the next episode. Maybe 2 episodes. But what I wanted to do today, I keep going through this cave and saying, I'm going to get around to this. I think it's time for me to get around to this. I'm tired of this just being cobblestone everywhere. I mean, it looks like a cave, obviously, but it doesn't have that feel that I'm going for. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to go through and replace all of this cobblestone with stone. I'm going to replace all the dirt with stone. I'm going to just make this just a bleak stone structure that is just painfully monotonous, so that I can come through and look at it and say, this needs to change. This area makes sense. Like, for instance, I know right off the bat that I'm going to want mossy cobblestone and maybe some mossy stone bricks around the water here. That makes perfect sense. Have it up here, going up the walls a little bit. I know that in some tucked away places, I want to have some mycelium, put some mushrooms on it, and not have just these brown mushrooms. As lovely as it is to have brown mushrooms everywhere, I want to have red and brown. So this is really the only patch I think of red down here, and they need to be better represented. But I want to actually work on the Alchemist's Grotto here. This is, it's going to have, let's see here, do I still have I still have soul sand and some nether wart. It's going to have some representatives of materials that are used in brewing, but it's not going to be the whole shebang. But I do want it to look like these are some homegrown kind of uh, can go around the cave and get the materials needed and then go over here and do the brewing. Obviously, I'm not going to be putting in a blaze spawner, but probably to get blaze rods. I want to also have it look, kind of dank and fungusy and, you know, alchemist vibe. After I get everything in here all monotonously stone, I am then going to make some decisions on where I'm going to be changing the color palette. There's going to be some andesite in there, raw andesite, not andesite polished. I like the idea of some of the mushroom blocks, the brown ones. The stalactite structure, stalactite, stalagmite, I don't actually have any of them partial. They all go sealing the floor. I want them to represent some other mineralogical substance, but I don't quite know what I want to do for them yet. So what I'm going to do is just blank slate it. I'm going to go stone everywhere, and then I'm going to do a good long look. What I might end up doing is just open this up and scroll through. Ignore the stuff from anything beyond 1.12 because obviously I don't have copper and all that kind of stuff. But go through here and just look. I want the color palette to not be obscene. So it's not going to be stone, stone, stone granite or stone, stone diorite. I want it to actually look like it belongs. And even if I had a million mods with a whole pile of new blocks to add to it, I'd probably still be indecisive about what I want. So I'm just going to figure out what I have to work with and get a general idea on the palette that I'll need and go from there. But the first step is going to be get rid of this cobblestone. Actually, the first step's going to be laying the floor here and then get rid of this cobblestone and exchange it for stone. So I'm going to just go ahead and get to work. I'll be right back. All right, a bit of an update. With the help of Cuddles, I have managed to convert all of the uh, obviously not cave blocks into stone. There are a couple places, let's see here, I think, yeah, over here where I've left some andesite. The cave itself has been sort of whitewashed in preparation for painting, and by painting, I mean I have already begun placing some blocks here, nice and random assortment. I'm using andesite, some light gray concrete powder, cobblestone, stone, and light gray wool. I am going to, after I'm done with this, placing the whole blocks, I'm going to come in with some stone and cobblestone walls and also some cobblestone slabs and things and maybe some stairs to give it a little bit more roughness. And then after all that's done, I'm probably going to pepper the place with some occasional stone buttons to make some loose rocks and stuff. The area around the lake is going to get a bit of a different treatment. I don't know how well you can see it from where I am now until I point it out directly, but this block that I'm standing on, it's a light blue terracotta, and it is, if I put it under the water out here and look down from above, it wouldn't stand out unless it was well illuminated, but because it's under just 1 or 2 blocks of water, it is going to be a visible change. So I have added that to my palette, but largely it's going to be just more stone, some cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, a little bit of clay, and a little assortment of this. And there's Cuddles down there. So I am going to get to work with the help of Cuddles and convert this whole place over. And I should even be able to have some hidden lighting because I have included the light gray wool blocks here. The hidden lighting should work well enough by having glowstone and then a piece of carpet on it. So I don't have to have as many torches everywhere, but torches are going to be unavoidable mostly because this is a big place and there's a lot of floor space that can't easily be reached by lighting, and there's some wall space and things like that. So there's going to be some dark spots. So torches are unavoidable, but I do want to try to make them sort of tastefully hidden if I can. And in order to do that, I'm going to have carpet on glowstone, and that should cover most of this place. Then after that, the matter of planting the little crop areas and adding a few other details. So I'm going to get to work on doing the conversion to the random assortment of blocks, and we'll see how things go from there. I'll be back. With the help of Cuddles, I have managed to convert all of this into the assortment of grays. I have not used gravel because it adds a little bit of a wrong color tone to the palette for what I'm going for. And I just also kind of accidentally at first didn't even include it. And then when I realized I hadn't included it, I looked at it again and it's definitely not the color I was going for. So happy accident. But the block palette looks good. The randomness, I'm happy with it. It feels random enough. So the next thing I'm going to do is go along the edge of the water and just one for one replace all these blocks with, I have these four right here are going to be getting used in and around the water. And then I think I'm just going to limit it to those. But then the matter of the stalactites and stalagmites, I'm thinking of converting them to maybe some other mineralogical assortments of colors, something maybe brownish like these, but still soft as opposed to, for instance, the browns that I have going for the bark project. I'm not going for that dark of a color for the stalactites. I want these sort of pale ones. The plan now is to put in the assortment of blocks for around the water and just under the water. And then after that, it will be the stalactites. I am going to probably just stick to these four blocks here. Maybe not even this one, maybe just these three. I do like these as a group. And this is the brown mushroom block, the brown concrete powder, and this is the light gray terracotta. I think that this should be good. I'm going to do an experiment with one of them and see if it stands out too much or if it actually accents the build, because I do want a little bit more of a splash of color in here. And I feel that those sorts of organic browns are, there's Cuddles, are going to be useful because this this gray, it it definitely blends in with the wall behind it, and that's not really what I'm going for. And for instance, I want this to sort of stand out. So that's the step now, the water edge and the cave features, and then I'll move on to planting the very few little garden areas around the edge. And I think I have also decided that this area right here and on this wall too, this is where I'm going to have the actual brewing stand. Like I've had one sitting here forever, but I'm going to have the brewing area over here, containers and shelves and things. And then the rest of the cave is going to be just some plant material growing and some mushrooms and whatnot. So that's the plan. I've got to get back to work. I'll be back. All right, well, it looks like, oh, there's Cuddles. It looks like I have played long enough for the server to reboot at midnight. Hi, Cuddles. So, since we're here, might as well get a gem. This is probably going to be pretty loud. Deafening. All right, go ahead and get that, and that, and that. I'm not a part of a club. I'm not one of the cool kids. Do I have anything that I need to claim? I've gotten that one. I've gotten that one. Oh, that's new. Oh, I just leveled up. Okay, cool. So now it shows I have 2,999 gems. Give me just a moment. And then I vote all 5 times over on the website. And there we go. I got +1 gem. That should renew this with the updated number of gems here any moment. Thanks to Cuddles, I figured out the problem. I just needed to change hubs. There I go. On the right side, it says 3,000 gems. Now, if I come over here and go /gems, I come over to ranks and upgrades. I click on Obsidian rank. I click on confirm and purchase. And then I see myself. I now have a purple name. Oh, and Cuddles has done it too. She also has 3,000 gems. And there we go. I have Obsidian rank, which adds another 13 set homes. I had 12 at Emerald, and then you get 25 at Obsidian, so now I have 13 more set homes, and that's really all that's important to me with this rank. Except, I don't know yet what rank I can just arbitrarily open these tier 6 mystery boxes. I'm going to try it. What a celebration. At Obsidian, that's the answer. Obsidian rank, you can open the tier 5, the 5-star mystery boxes. So now I can open any mystery boxes I want. That is awesome. So now the question is, how far am I from getting bedrock rank? 5,000 gems. Holy smokes, that's going to take a minute. That's okay. But now we know. Now we know. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, made a little bit of progress. Let's go back to Duck and, I've been followed by a Cuddles. Oh, or she crashed or something? I don't know. Interesting. So let's give a little bit of a tour over here. First off, this is the entrance from the greenhouse area. And I have put in these blocks for the stalactites and whatnot. I decided against having the brown concrete powder because even though it does look nice, I would have to ensure that it's always on the bottom, and it was a hassle, and I just went without it. It's a nice block, the color's good, but I thought, nah, why have to deal with that hassle? I set this area up as where the brewing stands are going to be, some storage, a nice little cauldron with some fire underneath, some shelving. I'm going to be putting a few more things on the shelves. I have some flower pots and some item frames with potions in them. I have begun placing some of the farms. There's some soul sand with netherwort. I've seeded a couple mushrooms. I'm going to be putting mushrooms in a few other places. Some farmland there and over there. I think no farmland here yet. I'm going to be putting a farmland there and a couple other places. I have also remembered I need to have a few sugarcane down here. But largely this is done. I'm going to do a few more finishing touches, put some rocks, some farms over here. I'm going to put some rocks in the shape of some stone buttons, maybe some pressure plates because I have used carpet to cover the glowstone so that I can hide the lighting, and I was able to make it so there are no torches in here. That end rod is not necessary, it's just there for a little bit more illumination. Everything in here is completely illuminated. There is a torch over here. I don't know. I'm going to just break this and put a glowstone in there. There might be a carpet. Let's get rid of the porch up there. I think she's going to go get a carpet. And anyway, I have just a few more finishing touches. I wanted to interrupt what I was doing to show off the rank purchase. So let me wrap things up here and I will then wrap up the video. I'll be right back. And here we have it, the finished product, the Alchemist's Grotto. I've added vines, stone buttons to make for little rocks. There's carrots all over the place. Some more accent lighting, nether wart growing, some sugar cane. I need to get rid of this chest. That's one of the last few tasks. I have repopulated the mushrooms. Oh, that's actually spreading. Neat. Uh, and, oh, there's Cuddles hiding in the corner. I don't know if she can hear me. Vines over there. Okay, there's a spooky pumpkin. Interesting. I guess I'll have to ask her about that. That's how seasonal. And there we go. Oh, I did also include, where did I put it? Over here? Yeah, a little spring of water coming in from around the corner back there and vanishing behind the vine. There was a bit of a mishap over here with placing some water, and it turned a bunch of the light gray concrete powder into light gray concrete, which was sad, but it's okay. But yeah, here we go. The Alchemist's Grotto. It is no longer that cobblestone mess that you may recall from the beginning of the video. We have a nice, cozy little place with some crops. I chose carrots because you can use carrots to turn into golden carrots to make the, is it night vision? It's either night vision or invisibility. I don't remember. And there's a couple other things in here for crops. But yeah, here we have the Alchemist's Grotto. It is done, complete, and finished. I am very happy with it. It's not too busy. It's not too empty. Everything seems to work well with each other. This is a very happy thing. And this is a very happy thing. Happy to all of you lovely subscribers. If you are still watching this late in the video and you haven't subscribed, he would like to know why. And he would like to ask you, please subscribe. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. I do appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section below. And as he humbly asks, please do subscribe to Thorn of Night on YouTube. See if you can get that number up to 2,000. Tell your friends. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.